Hi, it's Kane Hodder, Jason from Friday the 13th. You're watching Slash and Cast. Keep watching, or I'll kill you and your whole family.
What's going on, horror fans? Welcome back to another episode of Slash and Cast. My name is Riley, that is Griffin, and that is Nick. I'm sure you can tell my voice is poop. All right. I just recovered from pneumonia, so my voice was completely gone for the last 5 days. So I'm trying to push through. Bear with me. It'll be fine by next week.
Be sitting next to him.
You're probably right. You should get the fuck. So yeah, that's where we are for streams. I said they're coming back, and they are coming back. We have some huge things to announce soon. We're working really hard on a lot of things, and we're going to make that happen soon.
Life changing.
It's definitely changing mine. I know that as I go farther and farther in debt. Yeah. Speaking of debt, Kickstarter, okay? The response has been amazing. We've only been running at this time 6 days, not even 6 days, and we currently have raised $5,700, a little over $5,700. Yeah. That's insane. Didn't expect a response like we got. We've had donations anywhere between $5 and $1,500.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing.
Yeah.
That being said, we do still need your help. We still have a long road ahead of us with just under $3,000 to go. So if anything, sharing it is amazing if you don't have the money, but every dollar counts. $1, $5, whatever you got. We can make this thing happen. It's going to be awesome.
Shout out to the people who have been sharing like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah, I gave you guys some appreciation in our Discord server. The response has just been amazing. Everybody just sharing it as well.
And it's like every day. I feel like we get a donation and our Discord's like, we're one step closer. We're like, for us, for me personally anyway, the Kickstarter, I feel like it's been up for like 30 minutes and it's like a dream, honestly. So, yeah, thank you so much.
It'll all be worth it. We'll make it worth it.
Right.
Okay? Other than that, all links you need will be in the description. Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Reddit. The link to sponsor. Feeling real crazy. Don't worry about that right now, though. And our website, okay? We do have some merch out there. New merch. Let Her Go merch. All right? It's down to its last week. We got 6 days left. And due to that last week of excitement for Let Her Go merch, we did just add a sweatshirt. It's beautiful.
What?
I want it. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check out our website. Yep. With that, let's dive into news. Friday the 13th, the game. It's been this is a more exciting week. We got 2 announcements.
Yeah.
Not one.
Unexpected.
But 2.
One we've been looking forward to.
We put out the video. We were like, all right, we got this information. And then we were hit with the old bamboozle.
Yeah, every goddamn time.
News.
That son of a bitch.
First things first, the J7 buff. It's a buff we've been looking forward to forever. Yep. It's funny because it's not even a buff. It's just a change in in his weakness and strengths. Well, first of all, for his pluses, his weapon strength is now a plus instead of his grip strength.
Right. Grip strength is not a negative now. It's just normal.
Yep.
Right. Now, keep in mind, weapon strength does not increase your destruction.
Yes.
It increases your damage on other counselors.
Right.
So when you're slashing with J7, that will now be more effective in terms of killing counselors.
Yep.
So if you want to be one of those, do your thing.
When you want to slash Tommy.
When you want to slash Tommy, it should be pretty effective. As for, this is the big one. This is the one people are excited about. The negative is now stun resistance instead of shift.
Woo.
This doesn't mean he has a plus shift.
Normal shift.
But it's no longer a negative. It's a normal shift. It should be something like J3. So that's good.
It's going to be interesting to see the difference. I feel like every week we've been talking about where's the Jason buff? Where's the Jason buff? And while it is and isn't a buff, I guess you could say, but it's definitely something we wanted to see.
Right. That's been at the top of, every player's wish list. We even said in the video, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
And it was Kane Hodder's first, appearance in the movies.
And it's so good looking. Oh my God. It's beautiful.
To me, it should always be the best Jason. That's what I thought should be the case.
Yeah. He looks the most intimidating, and then you just laugh at him as you all get away.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
Now, that's not saying that you can get a clean sweep as Part 7 Jason, because you sure can.
Yeah.
Anybody can. but this is going to, bring out the people that have been scared to play Part 7.
Right.
Give it some love. You hardly really ever see Part 7.
Yeah.
It'll be good to see him on the map.
For sure.
To me, he should play this. I said this in a video, but he should be kind of like a combo between Part 3 and 6, having a decent shift, but still poor destruction. I mean, it sucks that he doesn't have traps either. That's still going to play that factor there. But
the water speed. Especially now on Pinehurst and even Jarvis map as well.
Yeah. He's pretty dominant.
Yeah.
And Pinehurst is it. I'm telling you, man, run him in the water. Take advantage of that. Stalk in the water.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Other than that, we got a little more nudes. We got a little more nudes.
Dude.
We got a little more news. This is being called the salt mines. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a new system to arguably punish players that leave all the time.
Yep.
So you're going to be punished for, as a host leaving, you'll get more punished than others for leaving before you get killed, just for leaving the game, all right? Just for being that guy.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. Leaving as Jason will also be punish you as well.
And leaving before the kill is over.
Yeah. But you won't be affected if you leave after you die.
Right.
If you are not the host.
If you're not the host.
Correct. If you are not the host on console, the host on PC really doesn't do anything, so that doesn't matter. So if you don't end the game, if you're dead, you can leave. I believe that even applies before Tommy Jarvis is in. I think you can leave before Tommy Jarvis is in. If you're dead, after the kill is fully completed.
And which is honestly a completely reasonable system because, oh my God, when you get someone's dying in their middle of the kill and you just want to see the badass kill and then it looks so stupid because you leave. You can't,
they're grabbing the air.
You can't wait 10 seconds. At most 30 seconds.
At least let them activate the fucking kill. I hate when you get grabbed and you leave.
My XP.
You coward. But this salt mine system, what it's going to do as you leave, is people that are freaking out about connection issues, and I understand that, yes, you still get punished. You still get salt. You will collect salt if you get kicked out of a game for connection issues. But if it happens every once in a while, it's not going to be a big deal because you can lose salt. All right?
By being a good little player.
By just playing.
Yeah, just playing and not being a douchebag.
Yeah.
So if you don't, as long as you aren't being a salty player, if you have connection issues here and there, it shouldn't be an issue.
Stay out of the mines.
Right. You should. But if you do collect enough salt, if you're one of those guys from leaving games consistently, you will go into these separate salt mine lobbies. Okay. Now these lobbies are going to consist. This is a GTA 5 type of aspect.
Right. Bad sport lobbies.
Yeah, where it's like you're going to be playing with enough salt. You'll be playing with other salty players
that just leave all the time. So it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be chaos lobbies. People are going to be leaving all the time. It's not going to be fun to play. So pretty much just don't do it. Just play the game, enjoy it. Don't be a dude.
Right. So in, your public lobbies, especially, on console is where the main focus is. You should be being able to play full games. You should not be able to play, 40% of a game, even 10% of a game. Yeah. And then the host leaves and you're done. That should rarely happen. And then it should happen enough where in a couple weeks after the system's been implemented, you should never see that happen.
Right.
Because all those salty players that leave as the host will be in the salt mines.
And then everybody's happy.
And then everyone should be happy. I was a little concerned that with the announcement of this, that dedicated servers were farther away than we thought. Right. Apparently, they are still, confident enough that they said they're on track.
I think it's
still on track.
I think it's a good implement. I think it's gonna take away some of the trolls, cancerous players in the lobbies.
That's all you can really ask for. Yeah. I do think, while I'm glad some sort of system is coming into the game like this, it's been very needed for a long time. I do think a system of penalties, of timeout penalties, would be way more effective.
I agree.
I think if you leave a game before you die, or if you leave because you're not Jason, that shit happens every fucking game. Somebody's not Jason, fuck.
Yeah, you should leave. You should leave. You should have a timeout for an entire match, like a full 20-minute timeout.
I think you should start like Rocket League does this. A lot of games do this. You get 15 minutes for your first one. You go into, after 15 minutes, you go into another game. In that same game in a row, if you leave again, it's 30 minutes, and then an hour, and then
it progressively gets.
You'll learn real fucking quick not to leave the game.
Yeah,
Do you know why they do that? It's not for no reason. It's because you leaving directly impacts everyone else in the
player.
game. Jason's XP. I mean, time spent now that Jason doesn't have to worry about killing you. He can go focus on something else.
Yep.
You're not helping. You spawn next to the battery and the keys. Nope. You're gone. Nobody checks that cabin for a while, you know?
People are going to complain about the connection issue. Like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to be like on timeout for having a connection issue. Rocket League's the same way, though. I mean, if you do timeout in a ranked game, you are banned for 15 minutes. You can't play.
Yep.
And that's fine.
You know, there's downfalls to every system, but let's just look at the positives.
It would make an all-around better game.
Yeah.
Yes, there will be times where you may be in a timeout or something, you know, whatever. But all around, you should be happier as a player because you actually get to play a proper lobby game.
That's the point.
Right. You know, a lot of people, a lot of comments, people saying this is going to ruin the game, and then they don't have any reason why.
I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
I can't sit here and think of, you know, a reason how this would hurt. Again, with connection issues, think of it like your level 101 XP bar. And it builds and builds and builds, or even your regulars, builds and builds and builds, and then when you hit it, you get a new level, or you roll over and get CP. You gain salt, you gain salt, you gain salt. Once your, you know, invisible bar is full, how much salt you've gotten, then you get put in the salt mine. Right. So you get your connection issue, you get a little bit, then you don't quit for 2 games in a row or whatever, and it goes away.
Yeah, it's not one and done. That's not how it works.
Right.
So it shouldn't be that bad.
Right. Now, we've been requested to say this. Nobody from Gun Media or Ilphonic or Friday the 13th game has ever said that this update is coming out on Friday, April 13th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, they're probably trying to shoot for it.
That'd be nice.
But they've never, ever said otherwise. Okay, that it's gonna be on April 13th. They're shooting for April. There's not even confirmed for April. They're shooting for April.
To May.
They said April to May is what they're shooting for, and they are still on track for. But never have they ever given a date, and never have they said Friday, April 13th.
Listen.
Yeah, so don't get your hopes up just to be let down tremendously.
Exactly. How about we say the same thing we always say? Let's wait for a better product.
Exactly. Why
say it every week?
Yeah, why go through, you know, a relaunch? Again, this is another almost relaunch of the game. This is almost a new launch day.
If it comes out, if they rush it, you know, something's not right, the game will not be playable. It's going to be bad. There's going to be a lot of bugs. Everybody's going to be pissed.
And they're not going to put it out in an unplayable state.
Exactly.
Because they've seen what's happened when their game turns into an unplayable game.
Just let it be.
It's worth the wait.
Yeah, the game's in a decent state right now. It's fun to play.
Right. You know? And people that are that keep saying, "Oh, you know, this game is dying. There's not going to be a lot of people playing." Wait until that update drops. A lot of people that haven't played in a long time are going to hop back on.
It's going to be hype.
Even they're going to hop back on. Even if the update doesn't come, they're going to hop on Friday the 13th in April.
Right.
Like, I know we are all so hyped for this update, and you know, the last 2 weeks of news have been a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like, people always give a shit. Like, how do you guys not complain and yell at Good Media about the situation? The thing is, there's no bigger fans than us. Yep. There's not. So there's nobody looking forward to the update more than we are.
Except for Gun Media. No fun it.
Yeah. So it's like, but you got to understand the situation. You got to just wait. Great things don't come overnight.
Exactly.
So it'll be okay. We can do it, man. We can do it. All right. Let's go ahead and move on before this goes on to an hour-long tantrum. Okay, one more topic here before we go into a bit of a Q&A. But Scooby-natural, man, what 2 weeks ago?
The hype is real.
2 weeks ago, we dropped, we got to post a 20-second trailer of it. Mm-hmm. Now, the CW has released an extended trailer for the crossover event between Scooby-Doo and Supernatural, featuring lots of new footage and exciting footage, which we're going to take a look at now. So, take a look at this extended trailer for the upcoming Scooby-natural.
Thursday, March 29th. The Dean Cave. The Winchesters.
Give this bad boy a test run.
Get animated.
You're a cartoon! I'm a cartoon! We're not just mini cartoon. We're in Scooby-Doo.
That's the freaking Scooby Gang.
Dibs on Daphne.
Sounds like this could be the start of a mystery.
Oh no! Jinkies!
Son of a bitch. If that guy can die for real in this cartoon, that means we can too. Scooby-Doo could die. That's not happening. Not on my watch. take a bullet for that dog.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
They are dumb! We should be trying to get out of here, and instead you're hanging out with Marmaduke. How dare you? Oh, Daphne could do so much better.
Supernatural, all new Thursday, March 29th on the
Oh,
CW.
wow.
For real though, Scooby-natural looks fucking beautiful.
I am beyond excited.
It is.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you're not a fan of Supernatural.
I'm excited, and I haven't seen Supernatural.
He's a bandwagoner.
He's a I just watched the actual episode this is based on the other day because I'm a Boomerang subscriber.
Oh,
You should be. It's the best $5 a month I ever spent.
True.
But yeah, I just watched the episode, and it's one of the darker episodes because while there are bodies in coffins at one point, and they're fake, we find out, but it's a creepy thing. It's a creepy episode. It's
Yeah.
all around a creepy episode.
Yeah.
And I was curious how they're going to approach that in Supernatural, which is more of a TV-14, a dark approach.
Yep.
The fact that they blatantly show a dead body in Scooby-Doo, like the dude had his head cut off and stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting. That's a
And-
darker Scooby-Doo.
And blood.
Yeah.
it's going to be kind of exciting.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the feud that's going to happen between Fred and Dean because of Daphne.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Dean's also obviously getting obsessed with being in Scooby-Doo, and
Yeah.
Sam's not having anything to do with it.
True.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Scooby-natural airs Thursday, March 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW. Dude,
Be there.
that's this Thursday.
Be there
I'm so fucking excited.
or be square.
Oh, God, I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. All right. With that wraps up our topics today. Only 2. Sorry, there's not what's going on right now.
Nope.
But because of that, we are going to answer some frequently asked questions surrounding our fan film, which is on Kickstarter. If you didn't already know, I already said it like 20 times.
Yep.
Link in the description to that. Reviving Camp Blood, a Friday 13th fan film. Let's do this. We asked some people in our Discord to throw in some questions.
Yep.
Hopefully we can give you some clarifications. Some stuff we can't say.
We're gonna do what we can. We appreciate you guys for sending in your questions.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't pick all of them. We want to pick all of them, but here's just a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we picked some more common ones. So we may not say your name is who asked, but you know what you asked.
Yep.
Yeah, we do the first one we saw.
You're right.
All right, the first one from that writer guy. This is, how far into pre-production are you? Or are you yet to start? We are far along, pre-pro.
Yep.
We have people, I don't know if this question comes later. I don't know. Maybe I'm about to answer it now, maybe. People have been asking about a runtime. What are you thinking of that? We haven't answered because we can't really give a direct answer. Our script, I can tell you, it runs over 70 pages. And so usually in a normal situation, a script, 1 page per minute, usually would how it go. I would say that our film's actually longer than that,
Yeah.
which is scary because we only asked for $8,500.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're putting a lot of our money back into the film as well. We're looking at several $1,000s of debt here, and on top of the Kickstarter itself.
Yeah, it's gonna be intense.
Right, and also the fulfillment of rewards also digs into that $8,500.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Kickstarter fee. But you know what? We're gonna do what we can. The script, I'm loving it.
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
It really is. You read it and you feel Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we literally sat there when we wrote it, and we're sitting there up till 6 a.m. like 4 or 5 days in a row, and this is multiple weeks. And I bet we watched every single Friday the 13th, including the remake. We watched even the shitty ones.
Something that's really hard, especially when you're making a fan film that you want to feel like what you're paying homage to, is dialogue.
Yeah.
That was really tough. Granted, this is taking place in 2018, but we still are making it feel like you are in a Friday the 13th film.
We love that 80s feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're retro as fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
About everything we do.
For real.
So,
I know there's a question here I think about, or somebody asked about, is it close to our old fan film? And, because a lot of people said that felt like the 80s, even though we didn't, I guess we kind of didn't give a timestamp on what date that is until you see Mike with the iPhone.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Right.
but you know, we do what's best, I guess, for the franchise. You know, like we said in our Kickstarter, we're making the film for the fans by the fans. You know, we love the 80s feel of the Friday the 13th movies, and while we try to fit the cliches of the characters, you know, in those films, we try to make them our own as well.
And they're still smart
the words
too.
out of my
Like
mouth.
the cliches are there. Don't get me wrong. Like
You gotta
Like-
have them.
it's hard to explain because
Yeah.
I intentionally very much was written in a way to avoid cliches heavily. All right, they're there. You'll find them, but I don't like dumb characters. I fucking hate dumb characters.
Uh-huh.
Like there's got to be at least one. But I don't want a whole group of camp counselors that just make the dumbest decisions
Yeah.
that you're yelling at a TV for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You still need it to be entertaining. But if you like Friday the 13th, you're going to like this film.
All right, next question from Dead Wolf. What made you guys choose Part 6 Jason? Was it for timeline reasons or could Jason change depending on how well the movie is funded?
This is definitely a timeline. We wanted an undead Jason, based on reviving Camp Blood. I'm not going to give too much more onto that because you're going to see it in the film. But we were debating kind of between 7 and 6. Technically, I guess, with saying this, Part 7 hasn't, I guess, in a way, didn't happen.
Yeah, it's already because the timeline really it doesn't matter in terms of where we are. What you just need to know is that we're past the other films and they're there. Like those films happened. They're very real in a canon sense. And now, because I'm not want to say our film's canon. All right,
No.
it's not. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fan film.
What I'm saying is that there are clear. There was a huge one actually that I don't think people will pick up directly. A huge reference to the original franchise.
Yep.
That being because of that, we needed an undead Jason.
Mm-hmm.
There was no like we need Part 6 because of this, that. It was just kind of like we can afford that costume.
Right.
The Part 7 costume is so hard. And plus we've been really pushing to get a silicone mask. And with the Part 7, we would have had to get pretty much a full silicone body.
Right.
With hands, because you can, most of his body is visible.
If we had the money, I'd want it to. I love
Yeah.
Part 7's look.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
We talked about it earlier. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
But, our Part 6 look, obviously, I think you could probably tell from the Kickstarter trailer, we do not actually have the Part 6 hood yet.
Yeah, we did a mix. That was a custom look. We're still altering the look a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
Not going to be fully custom, but it's just gonna, it's mainly Part 6, just with our own little tweaks, and you're gonna see why he looks the way he does in the film.
Yep.
Yeah. And then people always, like, there's been the questions like, why didn't you do an original Jason? And there are some reasons to that. One, original Jasons in fan films, 90% of the time, I think look really bad. I think they're really cheesy. And it's a tough thing to get across to fans to accept my Jason. And,
Because it's not the Jason you saw on the screen.
it's one more thing we have to get you to buy into, and I don't want to make you feel that.
Yep.
So
And-
part
and it-
6 is a good look.
And it's one more thing that we need to buy.
Right.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money to make our fully custom
A
Jason.
fully custom hood on its own, we're probably looking at about $1,000 for. So,
Yeah.
while we're going to be spending close to that, cut costs where we can.
Right. In the end of the day, it's a fan film. It
Yep.
doesn't have to be anything super, super special.
Yep.
We're gonna, put our heart and soul and make it as, great as possible with what we have.
Yep. And I think that's what we do best. We're gonna bust our ass, and you're gonna be able to tell.
Right. If you look at our 2016 Friday the 13th fan film, there was no budget.
No.
We threw that together in a couple days, and just with what we had.
Yeah. And listen. I was sat in like 105-degree weather.
Oh yeah.
In full pants. I think 4 shirts, including a jacket.
Yep.
That a thick latex hood and sweated.
That's
my
another thing.
ass off.
We needed you comfortable. Since we can't afford proper makeup effects. You know, we need you to be healthy and comfortable, and the Part 6 costume can do that.
Right.
Yeah, the remake
Breathable.
look we went for before really sucked because I was in when I'd be running around, you know, that the eye is fake, so I can only see out of half of my eye,
Which is gonna be an issue with this film too.
But either way, you know, that hood was so hot. Like we'd have to wait in between shots because I would have to take it off and be like, I need a breather. Cut it.
Mist water on you and just drinking water.
Yeah.
That was fun. That 2016 fan film, it was just so fun. We did the best we could, and it turned out just amazing for a no budget fan film, which are what most fan films are.
Yeah. So short answer, listen, it does fit our timeline. It looks good. It'll feel good on Griffin as an actor, and it's affordable.
Will it change depending on how well the funding goes?
Doubt
Probably
it.
not.
Yeah, I would doubt it tremendously. But I mean, because you're looking at a $1,000 jump if you were to switch costumes. So it'd be tough.
We've already put money into this.
Yeah, we put our own. We put about $600 into the costume ourselves.
As you can see in the promo on Kickstarter.
Yeah. All right. Next question from DJ Slim Dick. It's a good one. Will it use practical effects CGI? Fuck CGI, it's practical effects.
Yeah.
I would say 99.99% of this film is practical effects. Jason, 100% practical.
You know, I've always done my own stunts. I guess. I mean, I haven't done any really crazy ones, but I've always done my own in every fan film we've ever done. I've got no problem doing it. So I'm going to do what I can do. You know, I think I do a pretty good job at it.
No, you suck.
That's why we keep bringing you back.
But so it's going to be practical. We're going to work with our actors and make sure everybody's comfortable, and it's going to be great.
Right. There's a lot of it. This is where budget comes into place. You know, the more money we make, the more we can do. We will be practical no matter what. But the way certain scripts or certain kills are scripted, we can't afford to go that far. So we'd cut it down. But CGI sucks, man. Like CGI has its place in film, but in a slasher film, you want practical.
Yeah. It doesn't look good.
All right, next question from Adam Wilson. Out of all the films in the franchise, which one would you say your fan film's atmosphere would be closest to? Like I said, there's a film we directly reference, and it has those vibes tremendously. I would say it's all over the place, man.
Yeah, I think we tried to pull a little bit from every single one.
Of course.
Yeah, I would think the vibe that probably is caught the most is Part 6.
Yeah. I could just from how the script is written and how it flows, I think it fits Part 6 the best.
Which you know may change based on the filming.
Yeah,
we may make changes in the script on the fly, stuff like that. But I think we really, you know, overall, I think we tried to incorporate everything.
Of course. Yeah, that's what you want to do with a fan film. You want to pay homage to the franchise, the whole franchise.
So that's why we hope it feels like the franchise as a whole. Honestly, just not as one film.
Right.
I think that's our main goal. But
it's its own entity at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's a fan film.
Right. So that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Next question, also from Adam Wilson. Will there be any references to Slash and Cast fans, supporters, or streams? Yeah. Yeah, there are quite a few.
There's some good ones.
There's some pretty funny ones. Some are pretty discreet, so you have to look closely. But yeah,
just be paying attention.
Yeah, they're in there. DJ Slim Dick, another question. How long will it take between filming and editing to complete? We're shooting for a release date of October 2018. And that's a pretty fast turnaround since our shooting schedule and location lock is at the end of July and early August.
Yep.
So you're looking at about a 2-month turnaround there. And it's tough.
Yeah.
You know,
we don't have a big team.
Right.
And we haven't shot anything this long before.
Right.
Yep. So that's
what's the longest we've had a film go?
Probably the previous Friday the 13th film.
Was Jack longer?
Jack was longer.
Jack was 20.
In terms of films we've posted, you're looking at like our longest has been like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
We've had some longer films that we've done, but we didn't post. So yeah.
So it's jumping from 15 minutes to possibly an hour.
I'd say the film might clock in over an hour. It's probably going to clock in over an hour. So, you know.
But there are characters there.
Right.
There's a lot
I want to make that fucking clear. I don't want an hour.
Exactly.
I would. this was one thing when we sat down and we started writing in the first place, we said, I don't care how long it is. I don't care how long it is. Don't set yourself at a time that we need to hit.
Exactly.
Yep.
But if you're going to make it longer, it has to flow and it has to be entertaining. There has to be a reason your film is that long.
Right.
Otherwise, fuck that. Cut it down and make it exciting.
Our 2016 fan film, that's as long as it was. It was, how long was that?
Like 11 minutes.
11 minutes, and the story we had, the characters we had
perfect.
established, the stories told, they got fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, we're writing the script and we hit 30 pages and we're like, shit.
Yeah, we wrote, because there's a clear opening scene, an opening scene that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I did.
when next thing I know, it's over 20 pages for an opening scene. It's like, ah, shit.
Yeah, had to cut that a little bit. Had to cut that a little bit.
Like,
We definitely did our characters justice because we do have a good amount of characters in this story.
A lot of people are gonna die.
And
Our big thing was especially in script writing in general, this should go out to all, if you're interested in script writing, your characters, they need to have personality and it needs to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something we need to capture. If we're going from scene to scene and they're having different dialogue with different people, that personality needs to transfer between all those scenes.
It's very tough.
and we have so many interactions with each character individually, separately. I'm not going to give too much away, but you're going to see it and you're going to be like, oh.
There should not be a point where you are bored watching this film.
No, there's so much going on.
You should be entertained all the way up to the credits.
Yeah, either people are dying, either we're establishing characters, we're building trust in characters, we're building suspense. There's always got to be something going on. If that's not what's happening, then I think this is where fan films tend to miss is that it just kind of goes.
Right. You know, they go longer because they can.
Yeah.
We
go longer because you should, not because you can.
We didn't focus on length, like we said. We focused on the story, and where the story goes it's gonna go.
Exactly.
That's a nice story.
All right. Next question from that writer guy. What is the most intriguing part about the production process to you?
God, personally for me, I really enjoy the actual making. You watch the behind the scenes videos on Blu-rays and this and that, but I don't think anything will ever compare to actually doing it. Right.
I think I'm always in the now. So whatever I'm doing at that moment is when I'm intrigued in that. I'm locked into that. Pre-pro is the worst because it's so much fucking anxiety.
Yeah.
Production is full of a lot of anxiety, but it's fun anxiety. Okay. There's really nothing more stressful than being on a film set, but it's exciting and it's fun and watching people as a team work together is a beautiful fucking thing.
Especially since, we'll film easily 12-hour days, but then when people are like, no, let's keep going. I want to keep going. I want to keep going. That's such a good feeling. And I can't wait for it. Yeah.
I love, exactly. I love whatever we're doing. Pre-production is a bitch, but I'm a very ambitious person. I love seeing, I love planning everything and then, then seeing it come to life in production. I love when I can barely stand at the end of the day because I am just running left and right and doing everything. And then post-production, it might be, my least favorite, but also it's exciting because, you want to see a cut. You want to see the next cut. You want to see the next cut. You have your input. It's, you're adding different sound effects and such stuff like that. It's all a really fun process.
Listen, I locked myself in a closet at work to watch the Kickstarter video launch. Okay, that's how hyped I was for it. Yep. So I hid in the hospital.
Teamwork is just a great thing. We have a tradition for when we do films. This is something it's only been in the last few years we've pulled this, but it's since we're starting to work with bigger cast and bigger crew, and this will be the biggest we worked with yet. We have quite a few people coming in for this.
Yeah.
And the first thing we always do before we start anything, before we roll film at all, is we circle everybody up and we say, listen, you guys are all capable of amazing things, but we need you to buy in. If you don't buy in, this isn't going to work. Trust me, I'll trust you, and we'll make a great fucking thing.
Yep.
And that's why it is. You just got to buy in. You got to trust in what we're doing. And great things happen.
At times, it's gonna be suck. It's gonna be suck. It's gonna suck. There's gonna be long days. You're gonna want to just I want a 5-minute break. But in that 5 minutes that you would have had a break, you're
2 more takes.
2 more takes. That could be the one. That could be something amazing. Something could happen unexpected, and it just works very well. And if you would have took that 5-minute break, it wouldn't have happened.
Yep. And we'll treat you, man. You get through all this, we'll treat you well.
Yep.
You get it's fun. Wrapping up films with us is pretty fun.
It really is, yeah.
All right. That writer guy also. Will there be a video diary for the set? Listen, out of all the things on that Kickstarter page I recommend the full production digital package.
I believe that's the $50 tier.
You're going to have a good time with that.
Yeah, where did you ever? Because I don't know if you guys ever seen Film Riot's commentaries, but they will pause in their film, explain something, and keep going along. That's how we're going to do ours. So we're going to have a very in-depth commentary with all of us. Yep. And then the on-set stuff, we will be posting some behind-the-scenes stuff on YouTube just to bring people in, show them what we're up to. But if you're one of those backers, the backer updates will get more behind-the-scenes access between images and videos. And then if you have that package, you're looking at 3 to 4 more hours of footage that nobody else would have ever seen.
Yep.
That's worth it. I think that's the best package.
It's going to be funny too because somebody asked if the bloopers are going to be in there. Yeah, they will be. And
we love bloopers, man.
Yeah.
we always also try to prank somebody.
And bet
film
your
it.
ass we're gonna prank some people on set.
Yeah. If we can find it, maybe we'll have to post when I pranked Courtney and Jack in the Discord because it was hilarious.
Yeah, join our Discord, by the way. We post a lot of stuff. There's a Reviving Camp Blood section. Stuff that you guys may not have seen here.
Yeah, we were posting teasers probably 2 weeks before the Kickstarter actually launched. We were posting stuff in there.
Yeah. So it's the $50 tier for the full production package. I believe it's definitely going to be worth it. And if for all backers, we're going to be posting backer updates. I'm shooting for every 2 weeks. A month at the most.
Yep.
And it's going to have, during the pre-production as well for the next however many months, 4.
Just keep bugging us. Just keep bugging us about it. If we're late, just bug us. We'll deliver.
Call me out. Say, where's my backer update?
Yeah, where's my backer update?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah. So that's what I'd recommend.
Yes.
The answer is yes. Okay. Dead Wolf, would you guys be interested in making an official Friday the 13th film? If so, would it still be this film?
Oh boy, would I love to.
Well, obviously, yeah, we'd love to take the reins.
Do I think it would be this film though?
Well, no, it wouldn't be the same film. I would I love our characters. I love what that vibe is, but with a real budget, something much larger than anything $8,500 or more or whatever. Like if we're up in the millions, hundreds, thousands, we could do a lot of stuff, and I would make it much more. Expand upon a script.
Yeah. What we could do with $100,000 is a lot more than a lot of people could with $100,000.
Yeah.
We can stretch that. We can.
We're pretty good at penny pinching.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Listen, we've been doing it since 5th grade. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah. So, of course, we would love to, make our own official Friday the 13th film. But would it be this one? No. We got some other ideas. And stuff we had to limit ourselves with because of the budget we have.
We talk about it all the time, honestly. You'd be surprised.
I wish we could do this and then. Yeah. Roger Dodger 69. Any chance the film could end up at a film festival? Well, yes. Film festivals range in terms of how they work with copyright.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There are film festivals that will take the film, no matter if it's a fan film or not. Some won't. We'll shoot for those festivals, and ideally we'll get in.
Let's hope.
Let's hope that's their choice.
Right. We sent our 2016 fan film to a few festivals around. Again, those was a short work of fan fiction. Now this is a closing in on feature.
Right.
Again, we don't have a full length yet.
Yep. So I hope we get into some festivals. Our 2015 fan film got into one. Michael Myers Halloween one.
Oh yeah, we flew to New York for Halloween.
Yep.
And then F13 was spread. F13 was in a convention or not a festival in Mexico and Ireland, and then some other random states across the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
So I would think if that could do it, I would say we're in pretty good shape.
The tricky part is getting it before the
dates,
the full release of it.
Yeah.
That would be tricky. It may come, after. It might come, the summer after the film is out into the public.
Yeah.
Just to keep, spreading the word, getting some accolades.
Yeah, some festival.
Just kidding. Don't hold on. Don't get your hopes up for that. Let's get through the first one.
Festival dates can be tricky too with dates you have to submit by. So obviously we can put into what we can. We may have to wait till the year after.
And cost for submissions.
Yeah, that's the real bitch. Yeah,
they need their money.
Yeah, I understand them, but it just sucks. It costs money.
Yeah.
All right, last question from old Jennifer. Did you guys expect to raise the amount of money in such little time?
No.
The answer, absolutely not.
No, not a chance.
The response has been pretty crazy. And like I said at the opening of the podcast, we still have a road to go. And it's $3,000 is a good chunk of money. If you're asking me, that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't be comfortable until, we hit the $8,500.
Yeah, until we hit $8,500.
And then it's a whole separate anxiety.
Yeah. But the thing is, if we're a dollar under, we're dollar under that goal. We don't get the money. And the film doesn't happen. Right. That's the thing. This isn't one of those films, and I don't think we've said this properly.
No.
It's not one of those films that we can do without the budget.
Yeah.
So we don't hit the Kickstarter goal. We don't do the film.
And we cry every day.
That script goes in the garbage.
Yeah,
it really does.
Especially that script. Like, there's not a chance in the world that script's way too ambitious.
And honestly, to be honest, we cut the budget.
Yeah. And like I said, we put a lot of our own money into it.
Yeah, we've already put a lot of our own money into it.
If we could do it with what we have now, trust me, it would have been done. It would already be done.
We don't bullshit. Like we said, we can stretch a penny pretty far. We would not be asking for $8,500 on Kickstarter if we did not need $8,500 from you guys.
That's why we even took cuts for this, because we were like, okay, we're gonna make this budget as minimal so we don't seem like we're asking for too much.
Right.
So,
easily with the script, we could ask, we could do it for, $30,000. But, we cut down as much as we could. I mean, using equipment we already have as well. Just stretching that penny again, $8,500. Again, that's even less after Kickstarter takes their fee, and then fulfilling the rewards for you guys, which,
is an important part of it.
Which is an important part. As a thank you.
I think we say it all the time in the Discord, but you guys probably will never actually know how much it means to all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me cry every tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, moral of the story, keep sharing.
Yep.
Keep donating. Let's make this thing happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, even if you're just sharing it, we appreciate it. Because the more it shares, the more people possible that are going to see it. You never know. So
right, and then if we hit our goal, eventually the film will be posted. I believe on this YouTube channel.
Yeah,
is where it'll be posted. But you will get to see it early if you are a backer.
Yeah.
What? Nudge, nudge.
What? Make this shit happen. All right, that's gonna wrap up Slash and Cast today. Let us know any other questions you have about Reviving Camp Blood. We'll try to answer as much as we can, that without giving anything away. All right. Hashtag of the day. Hashtag Reviving Camp Blood. Yeah. And let's know about topics too. F13, Scooby-natural.
Yep.
Anything. All right. With that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Editor, roll that outro.
Back to the Future.
Are you telling me that this sucker is nuclear? Precisely.
Michael J. Fox.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Christopher Lloyd.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Back to the Future.